In his book Baggage, Alan Cumming recounts the highs and lows of his career as an actor, and at one point he talks about when he trained to be an actor, he was asked to perform not in his own Scottish accent, but the required RP, the received pronunciation, also known as talking posh. Therefore, his Scottish voice, and by extension, a major aspect of his authentic self, was not a priority in his training, and so he grew to view his voice as unimportant. But later on in his performing career, he began to play in his own voice, which was seen as radical at the time, especially when it came to playing Hamlet on stage. Even the Dunmar Warehouse, which were putting on the Bard show, they were concerned that the audience might not understand all of Shakespeare's lines, and an accompanying cartoon had Alan holding the skull up saying, "Alas, poor Yorick, see ya Jimmy." A Scottish voice meant uneducated, ill-mannered, and unintelligible. Alan was also once asked to audition for a big Hollywood movie, The Young Sherlock Holmes, if you remember, and his agent warned him that as soon as he walked into the room, he would have to pretend to be English, and there was no negotiation. But after the audition, Alan felt like a fraud, with no authenticity, no connection, no personality, and no backstory. He didn't get the part. He recalls that there were so few role models back in them days of successful Scots who didn't succumb to the Anglification factor and become practically English. One exception was Billy Connolly, who cared less about tanning down neither his material nor his presentation of its utter Scottishness when he was performing in the UK. It was inspiring for Alan, plus a little confusing to see an out and proud Scot be accepted and loved for the thing that they've been encouraged to believe could be their downfall. Years later, he was asked to present to Billy Connolly with the Great Scott Award, and was also able to tell him just how important it had been to see Billy never compromise his own voice and authenticity, but instead brandish it as a badge of honor. Communicating, therefore, and connecting with people from other cultures has little to do with clarity of accent. Humor is universal language, just as emotion is a universal language. And the stronger person's spirit, the deeper and more profoundly they connect with an audience, no matter who or where it is. So, for those of you out there with a foreign or weird accent, embrace it. Don't let that get in your way of finding your true voice when it comes to acting, either on stage or on screen.